The origins of Tomba on the Sony PlayStation. The late 1990s saw a renaissance for 2D platforming games, thanks in part to the arrival of the Sony PlayStation. Among the era's standouts was Tomba, or Tombi, in Europe, a colorful side-scrolling adventure game led by Tokuro Fujiwara of Ghosts and Goblins fame. First released in 1997, Tomba blended platforming gameplay with RPG elements and an eccentric premise to deliver a uniquely Japanese gaming experience. Analyzing Tomba's creation provides insight into how fresh IP succeeded on new hardware and the creative spark that produced this cult classic franchise. Tokuro Fujiwara's quest for innovation. Game designer Tokuro Fujiwara entered the PlayStation generation seeking to recapture his 8-bit glory days. Fujiwara made his name at Capcom by creating the 1985 arcade smash Ghosts and Goblins. However, his fortunes faded during the 16-bit era as he failed to produce another hit. Joining Whoopee Camp allowed Fujiwara creative freedom to craft something imaginative that tapped into his earlier ingenuity. Fujiwara aimed to develop an original platformer emphasizing vibrant worlds, dynamic action, and accessible controls. He envisioned marrying platforming challenges with the discovery and collection aspects of adventure games. Blending genres became Fujiwara's route toward reinvigorating his career via fresh gameplay mechanics and expressive concepts. Building a bizarre world and hero. Whoopee Camp constructed a fantastical realm deeply inspired by mythological folklore and fairy tales, the setting of Tomba. Incorporated locations named after elements like earth, water, and fire. Other regions drew from Asian and European legends, the sunken city Atlantis, and haunted crypts of the unborn infant. These primal mystical settings formed the backdrop for Tomba's quest. For the protagonist, Fujiwara eschewed a safe human hero in favor of the feral, pink-haired jungle boy Tomba. His tribal clothing and bestial ferocity conveyed an untamed spirit befitting the magical realms he explored. Tomba's motivation centered on recovering his grandfather's bracelet from evil anthropomorphic pigs. This simple, personal premise grounded players in the weird world. Gameplay built around adventure. Tomba's gameplay facilitated exploration and events beyond pure platforming. Levels brimmed with NPCs to interact with, dozens of quests to undertake, and items like grappling hooks critical for accessing new areas Metroidvania style. Side activities like fishing and rice planting provided breaks between platforming challenges. Players needed to think spatially to find hidden paths and treasures. Unique activities included confronting evil pigs to gain abilities that opened up more of the environment. Defeating bosses saw Tomba gain powers like swimming and fire breath for navigating previously unreachable terrain. This steady drip feed of new mechanics and locations encouraged ongoing investment in Tomba's journey, an enduring cult classic. Upon its Japanese launch under the name Tomba, the game enraptured players with its bright colors, bizarre premise, and varied gameplay blend. It performed well enough in Japan to receive a Western PlayStation release in 1998 rebranded as Tomba. While never a smash hit, Tomba built up an avid cult following Taken with its weird world and endearing protagonist. Critics praised Tomba's willingness to avoid gaming norms of the era in favor of outlandish concepts and gameplay freedom. Tomba became beloved as an unpredictable, experimental title brimming with personality. It is fondly remembered as emblematic of daring Japanese game design that ignore conventions in pursuit of pure fun. Though Tomba never received a third entry, its legend continues through robust fan communities and recognition as a standout PlayStation platformer.